up our next guest, who is Kabir Gambhir. Come on up. Kabir, how are you?
Doing great, Ray. Thank you.
Kabir is the founder and CEO of Bevea, which you see here, and you'll probably see in our brand cam a little bit later on. He was also a semi-finalist in yesterday's New Beverage Showdown. How are you doing? How's your BevNet Live experience going?
BevNet has been phenomenal. The energy and people are inspiring because we're an early stage company.
Yep.
It's just, we're excited to be here. It's our first exposure to so many people in the beverage community.
So I know what Bevea is. You know what Bevea is.
Yes.
I don't know if all of our viewers know what Bevea is. What is Bevea?
Bevea is a superfruit tonic made on a base of coffee fruit, ginger, and botanicals. And where we really stand out is the use of coffee fruit, which is also known as cascara. And this is an amazing byproduct of coffee production. Cherries are harvested on coffee farms for their coffee seeds, which become the beans for the coffee we all know and love and drink.
Yep.
But that fruit is what we use in the base of our drinks. It's a dried fruit. It's a superfruit, lightly caffeinated and full of antioxidants.
And I know you brought some. I think they just showed it on our brand cam. A few different ways that the coffee fruit is harvested.
Yeah.
Does it make a difference in terms of one way or another?
Absolutely. So just like there are so many varieties of coffee, and the region affects the flavor profile, it also affects the profile of the dried coffee fruit. For example, on the cam a few minutes ago, we shared coffee fruit from Costa Rica.
Yep.
And Mexico. Completely different process. The profile on one of them is very sweet, honey, dates and figs. On the other, dried coffee fruit. It gives you notes of oak and a lot of other earthy tones.
So how do you maintain any kind of consistency with your product? Is that a challenge?
That is a really great question. Early on, when we were developing our drink, we sought out some extract and flavor houses for some inspiration. But when we learned that those products were very far from the source of the coffee fruit used in our drinks, we decided to cut all of that out and painstakingly craft a blend of coffee fruit that's used in the base of all of our drinks.
So you guys are, again, relatively small.
Yeah.
What's been your first foray into this business? I mean, where are you in terms of distribution and retail placement?
Okay, so we're regional in San Diego. We're on draft, and we're in the market at a little over a dozen stores, restaurants, cafes. The reception has been phenomenal. Now we're slowly scaling up, getting market feedback, and also educating consumers, because a drink that uses dried coffee fruit or cascara is, although beneficial for everyone drinking it, it's an unknown ingredient to the majority of people.
Well, I mean, that's a really good point. It's an unknown ingredient to a
Yeah.
majority of people. What's been the best way, or what's been your most effective way of educating people about coffee fruit?
So, fortunately, there are other brands in the space that are also raising the awareness. Starbucks is selling drinks with cascara, which is a Spanish word for dried coffee fruit.
Yep.
We've been positioning our drinks as a superfruit because coffee fruit has so many benefits. And people have been receiving that, been very receptive to the use of that terminology, because there are many other superfruits in the market, nutrient-dense fruits, blueberries, acai,
Yep.
and so on. So we like to position ourselves in that kind of category, and people have been very responsive.
Outstanding. Well, I first met you at Expo West this past year, and it was great.
Guerrilla marketing.
You come up to me, I'm Kabir Gambhir, I got Bevea. I'm like, oh, fantastic, this is great. And you gave me a bottle, and I tried it in the taxi on my way back to the airport.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is really good stuff. And I was like, I hope I get to see you again at BevNet Live. And
Yeah.
here you are, sitting next to me on Livestream Studio.
It's a real pleasure, and
It's been great. Kabir, thank you so much. Really appreciate the time.
Awesome.
Good luck with Bevea. Hope to
you.
see you again really soon.
Awesome. Thanks, Ray.
Thank you.